It's OD, yeah.
That's nutty. So he has really fought like hell to get here. And that was definitely the biggest demon yet in that lineup, this gauntlet, Frozen, who did just have a bit of a tough loss against Dill. Maybe that'll tilt him just a little bit because, you know, Tilde needs some big energy here.
This should be a really fun set, actually, because not so much the character matchups, but these two players, like, their player matchup is just that, like, these are their styles are so, like, movement based. Like, they'll do that cool shit, you know? And, like, when you give Frozen his platforms, he's be teleporting all over the place. And, like, when the type of options you see Tilde go for, it's just like, oh my lord, what is happening?
Ooh.
But right now, this first stock,
I mean,
Frozen is not, he is mad. He was just like, I was so close to being Dale, I'm going to make it all the way back.
I mean, it's... But this man has already made it back. Tilde has worked so hard to get to this point.
Clawing his way. Or,
okay,
I
this
guess,
could be big,
feathering his way.
But a little bit of a flub right there. That up tilt is that up tilt is so key to just Falco's playstyle in general, because it's up tilt to imagination. You know, that move combos into so much. It's just such a useful move.
Oh yeah, Falco OD being like, I just want to up tilt. Just let me up tilt.
You know, even I will say, it's worth noting to Frozen that even though Tilde is one of those movement-based players, he has had barely any chance to move. The way that Frozen is shutting that down for him, he's just like putting him in the corner, putting out these big hitboxes in ways where Tilde is just absolutely choked out right now.
Okay, so now we have Frozen with a near full stock lead now. Like, he's been driving this lead as far as he can so far, almost completely lapping him.
Well, we might get to it very soon. Went for that hard read on the forward smash. I don't think that's him getting antsy, though. I think he just, on the off chance that Frozen would have gone for a ill-timed aerial, that would have killed him right there. But now we have Tilde once again off stage.
Yeah,
that's the exact same position he put himself in before to get nared, and just once more, this is a 3-stop
ripping him
to 1.
off of the wall and being like, oh, you want to go that way? I'll help you out, buddy.
Like a Mario jump pad.
Yeah, I like to think of it as a Sonic boost pad. Okay, so Frozen finally on his second stock, but a little bit too late, I'm gonna kind of call it, because like 70 damage on his last stock. Oh, you know what? Never count out the movement. Never count out the up tilts.
Oh. Now, even if Tilde can't bring this game back, it's important to note for later, like the conditioning, for learning the opponent's habits, it's still super important. There's another possible 2 games ahead of Tilde for him to absorb information towards. Oh my, that up smash still lasting. You could tell he waited it out, and then he's like, aha, time for the forward air. Pal is just like, I'm not done yet. Don't interrupt. Is that a shine tattoo?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's cute. Anyway, so Frozen looking really good in that game 1. Definitely hungry to just move on and get a rematch against Dill, or challenge the Buzz, or whatever would lie ahead of him deeper into losers. But Tilde, once again, he's worked so hard to get here. He had, for him, an unfortunate upset, and he's just made a juicy batch of lemonade.
Yes.
He's just got to squeeze it into Frozen's eyes. Your opponent can't play Smash if they're blinded.
Yeah, and that's why they went to Smashville. Like, you don't have to cover as much distance when you're shooting out those citrusy shots. You know? He's just like, get over here.
Do Falco's lasers taste like citrus?
No, not
I always
not
imagine they'd be minty.
They definitely would be minty.
He's got to keep his breath fresh somehow. Oh, man. Speaking of fresh, this is looking real fresh. What happened to that game 1? It's gone. it's in the history books because Tilde is looking super strong right now. Even more damage, Explosive Flame completely whiffing. And that means that now he's able to get more damage. Reads the spot dodge. Okay, this is just a different breed that
Clearly,
Tilde's doing
Clearly,
right now.
Tilde was just like, we need a smaller stage. He's like, get over here, you coward.
Oh man, actually outspacing Palu neutral air with forward air? This guy is no fear right now. Oh, but maybe he might have to have some fear, drilled back into him with, about a half dozen Palutena airs.
Yeah.
3 stocks to 1. This is, honestly, this is making Frozen's 3 stock to 1 lead look like a joke in comparison.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I can return in kind the same thing, but I'll do it faster. And you're like, okay, bro. Okay, bro.
He's just speedrunning to game 3 right now.
Yo, spin to win, baby.
Ah, yes. The greatest movement tech of all. The worst DI.
Why didn't he just nair again? Just rip him off of it.
Honestly, I think it's a little bit of
Even if it wouldn't kill, it would put him in a bad situation. He wouldn't have had a jump. It's like, oh, kill him.
It would have. To me, that's like when the fear starts getting to you. You can tell that Frozen is just not playing as confidently as he was in game 1.
Yeah,
and obviously,
that's true.
Considering just the way that Tilde is making him. Oh man. What? Another back air, so much damage on Frozen. This is looking like it is going to possibly be the 3 stock. One up tilt might kill, actually.
Will it?
Up tilt back air?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant just the up tilt.
Oh,
I was
no,
like, excuse me? I didn't know it had that many
He hit
magical
him.
powers.
Dude, you gotta be crazy. You gotta be crazy.
And it worked. It worked. I don't care. That counts. That counts.
Oh my god. Single greatest mind game I've seen all week.
He was just like, and then, boom, I won the match.
Okay, you know what it was?
See?
Frozen just
He
really
baited
wanted
him.
to kill
What are
him.
you going to do?
Frozen is like, this game is a lost cause.
That's so funny. It worked. You can't tell me that he didn't hit him with the side B.
I don't think anything in the history of time has worked as well as that did right there.
He did side B off stage, and Frozen died. So, I mean, you tell me.
Coincidence? I think not.
Yes, exactly. All right, so Frozen taking his time trying to figure out. Tilde got rid of FD and PS2. Where are we going? We're going to Battlefield. No surprises here, honestly.
I will say this is also a good stage for Falco, though. His combo extensions.
Yeah, he gets to up tilt you, land, and
then
then up tilt again. And you're like, bro, like, lay your feathers off me. Felix.
I literally thought you weren't here 3 weeks ago. 3, 2, 1, go!
Pay no mind to the man behind the curtain. Anyway, let's get into this hype game 3. Tilde actually starting off a lot more patiently, slower than he has before. Ooh, and maybe that was okay, here we go. Oh man. I think that here comes big damage possibility. The thing is he needs to really get a lot of mileage off of those single hits like he was in that game 2, because otherwise, if we're talking about an attrition battle here, Frozen is better suited to that sort of thing. At least this is the most even game we've seen so far. Oh, but Tilde actually punishing the neutral air. All right, it seems that Frozen is not scared in the same way as he was in game 2. He's not spot dodging nearly as much. Instead, opting for a lot of rolls, which definitely can still be punished by Tilde, even though Falco might not be the fastest character in the world. Oh my god, the movement right now from Tilde, the way he's able to just dodge all of these little auto reticles while still closing the gap. Great auto cancel on that platform. Now Frozen is looking like he's in a pretty good spot. Back air not finishing the job, but a roll recovery. I don't know if it was a good idea. Oh, probably, he went for that, I guess, the aggressive option to try and dissuade Frozen, but it did kind of, I think that just backfired on him. He probably could have made it to ledge with an air dodge. Oh, and now after Tilde's worked so hard the entire tournament, he finds himself a stock behind in this game 3 against Frozen. I don't even know if he's ever beaten Frozen before. This would be huge for him if he can manage to do it, but it just stand. Oh my God! The greatest movement tech of all. Oh, that was actually so brilliant from Tilde. Oh, but a hungry side B gets snatched up by Frozen. He's now at 64%, able to get back to the stage. Will he be able to get something started himself? A forward air is nice, but it's only 8%, and he needs to be doing a lot more gap closing than that if he wants to stay in this. Down throw, back air, not connecting. Oh, he was taking his time. He was just a little bit too confident on the defensive option from Frozen. Now Frozen is up by 100%. He's off stage without a jump. This could very well be a neutral air to finish it off. He lives, but for how long? By how much? Another down tilt. Okay, finally back to ledge. Oh, that should be it though. Wow, he DIs in and lives for it. Okay, but there's the dash attack. And now, after going on a crazy loser's run, Tilde is on his possibly final stock of the tournament, and he has a mountain to climb here. I mean, look at this, only 24% and 2 stocks to go on Frozen. Some inferior men would just give up at this point, but he is absolutely not going to do that. Still moving that same way as we saw before, using all that crazy verticality to his advantage. Those battlefield platforms might be the key to planting a comeback here. Oh, the latest back air, the latest dash attack rather combos into all those extra hits. If you're Frozen, every little damage just adds up in a big way for you. Oh, he read the option, but just wasn't able to punish the Palu neutral air. It can be such a difficult move in general to counter attack against. Tilde was doing it a little bit before, but less so now. He's just aggressively every time landing with those neutral airs, and he's getting away with it for free. Ah, the forward air didn't beat it out that time. Oh, nice little laser snipe. I like how he goes for that, just opting where if he does manage to get the 2-frame on the back air, if not, he still has stage control. Oh, but a neutral air putting him off stage. He's at 108. He has no jump. He's forced to go at that angle, but Frozen doesn't actually go in for the kill. He might end up regretting that. A dash attack almost finishes him. Oh, great job crossing him up, but the price for that is that now he's the one in the corner. Forward air intercepting that side B. Things are looking really rough for him. The neutral air actually doesn't hit. Blasted a forward air connects. This is a last stock situation between these two, but he first has to live through this invincibility. He can't do it. Frozen gets the up air and moves on in the loser's bracket, keeping his tournament self alive. But a fantastic, fantastic run from Tilde, having to work so hard to get there and getting down to the last stock against Frozen. Just really commendable stuff to him.